Good morning. I'm gonna go live around same time, around 8:30, trying to do it Monday through Friday every day because y'all are awesome. I love y'all. Oh my God, I did not do that. I love you. Hey, I wanted to talk today about God and church and Jesus. What in the hey? Oh God, really? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. My favorite, okay, people amaze me when you bring up that conversation because I'm a church hopper. And I had one dude this one time, this real, faithful dude who was like, that's not the way you do it. I'm like, yeah, okay. Listen, that's really funny. That's not the way you do it. I have had a Kundalini awakening, if you want to label things. I don't really like to label things personally because it's my own experience. But I've been all over the world. If I hadn't been a model, I would have gotten a PhD in theology. That was my plan because I wanted to do comedy that was well informed. And I am a believer in the consciousness. I personally am Christian mysticism, really, because I've had all those things. I've had balls of light. I've had Kundalini awakening. I've had that hands-on healing. I personally have been a vehicle for hands-on healing. And when you witness so many actual legit miracles that anybody else would say, that's some drugs. And no, it's not drugs. It was God or the word that you pick that doesn't make you hold a sign and yell and cry. And I'm telling you that as I have been on this road of Angela Shelton for over 20 years now, the essence of all of it is God. It is. It really is. And the awakenings are God. The saving people is God. The people having aha moments and getting out of their trauma. All of it. It comes back to the church that is life. And people get really weird with words. And it's like church, God, Jesus, faith. All of these words have been hijacked. And I'm telling you right now, I go to church all day long. I'm going to church while I am washing dishes. I'm going to church while I'm showering. I'm going to church while I'm talking to you. I am a vehicle through which awakening and awesomeness comes. I've given myself over to that. I did it years and years ago. I also, I've seen too many miracles. And I have not spoken about it until my show. That's why the asterisk in my show and on my OF, it has a little warning on there. If you need to read it again, go ahead. All right, you're welcome. When you buy a ticket to my show, you know what's happening. That girl's taking you to church. It's going to be a crazy weird one that you weren't expecting. And it's definitely not the same as what you've been taught. But it is. Because everywhere there's the dogma of humanity and the dogma of those people who want to control and keep you as a peasant. If you want to dissect my science fair project when I was 12, it really is. Even the poison that's in your food, all of it leads back to keeping you as a lowly peasant. They ain't going to do nothing. And as I have traveled, and I've been to every state and down every highway, I know I'm a broken record, but I am that broken record on certain things so that new people hear it. Been to every state, down every highway. I am a superhero. I really am. I accept it. And me personally, it is a faith thing. And it's an F word. It's fucking faith. And it is for real. And it's ferocious and fierce and fabulous. And finally, and as I have traveled, I have seen firsthand myself that churches, actually the bigger churches, not the dogma church. Granted, I know that people, again, words have been hijacked, right? But it's the churches that will help the most. That's what I'm like, you know what? You need help. You need a safety place. Go to church. You find yourself one. Because I'm a church hopper. Some of them are crazy as hell. You walk in and you're like, oh my God, I need a sage. Because who's leading it, But the bigger churches are the only places that I have actually seen true diversity. Not diversity with hatred, which is a lot of stuff you see on the media. That's diversity with hatred. This in the churches, I see diversity with love, with everybody, all alphabet, everybody. And that's what I've seen. And the reason I also love Elvis so much is I had my own when I was a kid, that where a lot of my originality comes from was very similar to Elvis, was with black women in church. And that's the heart of the matter. And that my core is, my inside brain is a big old black woman who loves herself some Jesus. And she gets me up in the morning. And she's like, girl. And that's what's so beautiful about my documentary. When I said to the Angela Shelton in Detroit, when they were singing that gospel song, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. And I go, oh, wow, I wish I was a black woman. And I got knighted. They knighted me. And there was something Elvis about that for me. And so that's my full reveal, y'all. I love me some God. I love me some Jesus. And it's Jesus consciousness. It's the one consciousness. This is also why I work with Jesus. And my friend Sean, who is, the reason he says he's the one in Nashville, because he's talking about one consciousness. And what he's setting up, I'm full reveal here, what he's setting up, and the reason I'm working with him, are his loot lounges. His loot lounges is a church, y'all. It's church. It's community, safety, place for you to totally be yourself and dance and have comedy and all the stuff without the alcohol. And it's and without the church, for the church dogma, because you say the word church and people get all weird. But if you have a space that's not a bar, that's not a church, that's not ruled by any kind of dogma, and it's just a space that you can have amazing drinks that help your healing, and you have a space to totally be, that's a loot lounge. And that's also why, full reveal, that's why I work with Jesus. And I love working with Jesus because I love saying, I love me some Jesus. I'm working with Jesus. I gotta get on the phone with Jesus. I just personally love saying that all day long. And he doesn't answer to it. You have to say Sean or soft J, Jesus. But full reveal, me, I'm in love with God, and that is what I do. I mean, my life is I'm in constant practice to be in constant state of meditation or state of Christ consciousness. From doing the dishes to I just vacuumed and did the floors, and I did it with God. Does that make sense? It's fun. And I'm telling that to you mainly for my friends, my dear friends, I love you so much, who can't stand those words, who it makes you like your butthole light on fire and you run away. Well, I'm warning you, the asterisk on my show, also the asterisk on my OF, says, buyer beware. We're going to church. I said it. See all my movies. It's all in there. See Hammer. See Eagle and the Albatross. Love you.